Welcome to Commissioners Court. Hope everyone had a great Christmas and bringing in the new year. So we'll start with the invocation and in the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. We thank God for this past year. We ask for his guidance and his wisdom, that he gives us strength for the challenges ahead of us, and that we commit ourselves to understand the compassion and purpose of the people that we serve, and that he continues to be in our life and in our court as we move through the new year and we begin a new chapter. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
This is going to be a lengthy. It's going to be a lengthy meeting. We have the annual resolutions that we'll be running through. At this time, I will open it up for citizens' communication. So if anyone has anything that they would like to discuss that isn't on the agenda, now is the time to come up here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Donnie Montemayor. I'm a District Extension Administrator for the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service, and I supervise the county extension agents here in Victoria County with y'all's direction. I'd like to introduce to you Ms. Tori McLennan. She is our finalist to replace Paige as the 4-H agent here in Victoria County. I wanted to bring her to you and introduce her to you all. Letting you all know that she would start on the 12th of January, and she will start with the same budgeted salary that was involved in the past current budget.
Okay.
So no changes at all. But she will start on the 12th, and then she will start with her new employee orientation in College Station actually on the 13th.
Okay.
So she'll be gone that week, but it's necessary that she starts actually as your county extension agent. Very fortunate to have Tori. She is a former 4-H'er and FFA member out of San Patricio County. She is also a recent graduate of Texas A&M University, Kingsville. She is also has been an intern with our extension service in Nueces County this past summer and did a great job for us as well. So would I like to just introduce her to you. She's very fortunate that we'll be able to work with JJ and Kara here and have a full staff very quickly. Just if you have any questions, I certainly would entertain those, or Tori would as well.
Yeah.
Great. Welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome. Glad to have you.
Yes.
Tori,
What?
welcome to Victoria.
Yeah.
And you do have some big shoes to fill, and I'm sure you're going to do a great job.
I reminded her outside that about, I think it was 10 or 11 years ago when I hired Paige. She
Yeah.
came right out of college too.
There you go.
So we think Tori has the skill set to provide the leadership we need for this very growing, very vibrant program here in Victoria County. And
Right.
couldn't do it without y'all's support.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Donnie.
Thank you.
Welcome, Tori.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank y'all very much.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
Anybody else? Daniel?
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Dan.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
Just like to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We had a pretty successful time out at Patriot Park New Year's Eve. A lot of the citizens came out, popped fireworks. It was a great show, very safe manner. So I just wanted to give extra attention and special thanks to Raisin and to Quail Creek. They both brought brush trucks out there, and we had a couple small little incidences. They were able to jump on it real quick,
Great.
get the fires out, but I just wanted to say thank you to them and Happy New Year.
All right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Good
for
stuff.
that.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Commissioner Martin. His
Yep.
group usually goes up there and cleans up.
Yep,
and
they
we
did.
Appreciate that.
Thank them for that, too.
Good morning, Commissioners. I just wanted to
Morning,
give
Joe.
a quick update for 2025 for Animal Services. This past year, our Animal Services team delivered a strong measurable progress across every area in our operations. We reduced the total intake by nearly 30%, while decreasing euthanasia by almost 60%. The number stood at 523 in '24, and it dropped to 222 in 2025. Our field services shifted towards higher impact work with fewer routine enforcement calls, increasing animal welfare investigations, reflecting and improving compliances, and stronger community engagement. Stray and leash law cases declined significantly. Public safety and helping animals is our #1 priority. In 2025, there was 513 animals we adopted out. 227 pets were reunited with their families through field work, 122 through our over-the-counter. While medical and behavior-related euthanasia dropped sharply due to earlier interventions and better care, we also had 126 different animals transferred out with the help of pet rescues. This result reflects dedicated team, effective leadership, and communicating with our team, increasingly partnering and the community partnering with us and keeping pets safe and at home. And I really just wanted to say, from our team, thank you, commissioners and the county, for our support through this journey. Together, we are able to build a more humane, efficient, and compassionate animal care system for the community. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Appreciate you stepping up. Appreciate
Thank you, sir. Hey, Lenny, good morning.
Commissioners, how are
Morning,
you
sir.
today? Just wanted to give you a little bit of good news on the employment. I know you guys have been following the numbers at the airport, and you guys been very gracious to help us out throughout the year with different promotions that we have. The final number, as I received this morning from headquarters at SkyWest Airlines, is 14,491, which beats the record of last year by 409 employments. So another time we had a good record, and that includes the fact that we were closed for a month in August. So thank you very much for your
Thank you,
support.
Lenny.
That's great news.
Appreciate it.
Good job.
All right. Anybody else for citizens?
Yes, I have something real quick. There's somebody I'd like to recognize this morning. Ron, if you could come up to the podium, please. Good morning, Ron. Thanks for coming in. We have before us this morning Ron Kramer, and I want to recognize Ron for his dedicated service to the Quail Creek Volunteer Fire Department and our community. Ron served with the Quail Creek Department for over 38 years, and over the past 25 years plus has served as the department's fire chief. Ron has decided that it's time for someone else to serve as chief of the department, but he will continue to serve as a dedicated member to the department. Ron, from myself, from the court, from the people of Victoria County, we want to say thank you for your service and leadership to that department, and the residents of Victoria County all look forward to your continued service as a member. Thank you. I appreciate your service, Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Just real quick, it's been my honor to do this. I have always said that I appreciate the recognition, but I don't seek the recognition, never have. I do it from my heart because I love my community, I love Victoria County, I love where I've lived here all my life. I know that the leadership we now have set in place, Mike Blosh is going to take over as fire chief, and I know in his following and where he intends to go with our department, that it will continue to be one of the premier volunteer departments, I think, in our county. I know other ones are great. I know Raisin's good. I know Inez I know they're all really good and strive to be their best. But I just feel like our department has always worked well with Victoria, worked well with other departments, and I know that will continue with the new leadership, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, sir.
I want to go over real quick. So effective Yeah, you'll get your turn.
You-
Hang on, I'm not done yet. Effective, starting January, Mike Bloschke, former Assistant Chief, he will serve as the department's fire chief. David Ramos, Greta Kniebel will serve as the department's Assistant Chiefs. Who's the president, Ron? Matthew? Matthew Lang as president, Calvin Pullen, vice president. Joe Ronashek will serve as secretary treasurer, and Joel Gomez will serve as the training captain. So thank you all for your service to the department and to our community.
Go ahead, sir.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good
My
morning.
name is Dustin. I
Full
would like
name-
to,
Sir, give your full name and your address.
hello, my name is Dustin. I'm from Wharton County.
Your full-
I
full
would
name,
like
sir.
to
Can-
speak-
Can we get your full name? Your full name, first and last.
Is that required?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So if I don't put it, can't speak?
Nope.
My name is under duress. I will go ahead and do it. My name is Dustin Cruz. I live in Wharton County. I would like to talk to you about a government code. 229.001, firearms, air guns, explosives, handguns. Now, at one of the Patriot Parks, they have a sign that says no firearms. In that section, A1, it says municipals cannot regulate transporting, wearing, or possession of it. You cannot criminalize it. You cannot restrict it. Also, in that section for 5, it says that y'all cannot block people from carrying their handguns if they have a license to carry, concealed or not. I know y'all in a county building with a bunch of courtrooms, but I believe y'all should have another room to have public meetings. Because it doesn't matter if it's a city, county, or state of public meetings. You're allowed to carry your firearm if you have a license to carry. That is very important. And then our legislators came together and agreed on this law to wrongfully excluding handgun license holder, and that is 411.209. And with that one, I'm gonna give y'all a warning today, a written warning. If y'all do not heed my warning about trying to get this fixed, I will complain to the Attorney General, and he will investigate. And if he finds that y'all in violation of it, that's $1,000 for the first day of violation of it. And then if y'all don't want to listen and try to get this fixed so people can express their rights of if they have a license to carry, they should be able to carry it into a public meeting like our legislators have. And I believe y'all should fix it, especially the signage at Patriot Park. Y'all should change that too. Y'all can't regulate our Second Amendment right. And I just didn't like y'all trampling on our rights. Especially, I know there was a miscommunication about me filming this meeting about I couldn't. I'm very helpful, grateful that y'all changed your minds and fixed that. Please find a way that we can practice our rights and carry our firearms, our handguns. If we have a license to carry, under Texas law, we're allowed to do it in any public meeting. So this should be fixed. I appreciate your time to listen to me. God bless America. God bless Trump. Thank you, Lord, for letting me be here another day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more? Anybody else?
Just wanted to recognize we have Representative Louderback in the audience. Welcome. Anything to say, sir?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
Let's get going in 26. We can certainly address this young man's, even though he's under duress today, we can certainly address some of his concerns. I'd like to know maybe if you just talk to the county judge a little bit, have you approached anyone?
I called him, but he didn't give me a call back, so.
Okay. You can
So
certainly
that's why I
call,
came in.
certainly call my office, I think I can help you.
Oh, you're the county judge?
No,
Oh.
I'm not the county judge.
Oh, my bad.
Thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
He's higher than county judge.
State
Higher than
representative.
state representative.
All right. All right, we're going to move on. Item 4 is to consider approval of minutes and take appropriate action.
Move to approve.
Second.
Sorry, got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 5 is to consider approval of accounts payable and take appropriate action.
Accounts payable for January 5th, 2026 are $1,421,423.77. Supplemental payments are $607,297.24.
Move for approval.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 6 is to receive monthly and quarterly reports from various county officials and departments and take appropriate action.
Good morning. Today we have monthly reports from the constables precincts numbers 2, 3, and 4, and pretrial services.
Move to receive.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 7 is to consider approval of bond forfeiture releases and take appropriate action.
We have none this morning.
Thank you, Heidi. Item 8 is to consider approval of citizens' medical vendor payments and take appropriate action. We have in the amount of $143,844.64 and an ACH report dated December 18th in the amount of $3,853,913.64.
Move to approve.
There's another letter in there.
There's another one?
I think there is. It says for two. Is it all combined or is it, there's two more?
It's just
two more?
one.
Just one.
Second.
I don't.
No, there is another.
Oh, we
Yeah,
got,
there's
we got
no,
December,
the
you're right,
reference is in the
Yeah.
agenda.
So
for
this one
November.
is dated December 31st, 2025 in the amount,
December 24th.
I don't see a 24th.
There's December 18th and a December 24th.
Oh, here it is. Okay, December 24th.
Yeah.
In the amount of $268,274.93 and an ACH report dated December 24th, 2025 in the amount of $1,857,914.93. And one more report dated December 31st, 2025 in the amount of $362,002 and $2.81, and an ACH report dated December 31st, 2025 in the amount of $2,745,704.33.
Move for approval.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. I thought that was long. We got proclamations coming up. We are here a proclamation for the 2026 Law Enforcement Appreciation Day and take appropriate action. So welcome, all of you. And I'll read the proclamation for Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Whereas January 9th of every year is recognized as Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, and the citizens of Victoria County join with millions of others across the country in honoring those who serve, and whereas sheriff's deputies, constables, police officers, and all law enforcement officers undergo extensive education, training, and personal sacrifice in order to develop the expertise required to keep our communities safe. And whereas law enforcement officers carry out their duties with extreme bravery and commitment as they work tirelessly, even risking their own lives and safety to protect all citizens, while exemplifying the good and decent character of our great country. And whereas law enforcement officers are our first and best defense against any of the wide-range threats that may arise in our community. And whereas it is important to honor and remember the 97 law enforcement officers nationwide who lost their lives in the line of duty in 2025, 8 of those from our great state of Texas. And whereas recent events in society show an ever-increasing need for police, and whereas the call to honor, duty, and sacrifice of our law enforcement officers and their families has never been greater, and whereas Victoria County encourages all citizens to commemorate the service and sacrifice of our local law enforcement and on Law Enforcement Appreciation Day and throughout the year. Now, we, the Commissioners Court of Victoria County, recognize January 9th, 2026 as Law Enforcement Appreciation Day in Victoria County and call upon all residents to offer the well-deserved thanks due to our law enforcement officers for their incredible and selfless efforts that ensure the safety of this community. Thank you. We appreciate you guys. You guys will line up right here. Service, deputies, sheriff, constables, district attorneys. You guys will all line up here. I'll come up front and hand the proclamation to the sheriff. You guys can stay back here.
Okay. Yeah. I got people to say thanks. No. Oh, no, I'm talking about law enforcement in general. Oh.
Let me go over here.
Oh, damn, we need to stand on our tiptoes, brother. No. Yeah, exactly. Maybe I'll put a pallet back here.
Don't move when she's done.
It's okay.
One more. Hang on, miss. Hang on.
I heard you in there.
Come on.
We need our district attorney in there.
Yeah, we do.
I want everybody in the courtroom coming up here.
Right.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you. Somebody's gonna come right quick now.
All right.
That empties it out.
All right, item 10 is to consider approval and authorize of an Evo two Enterprise Dual 640T thermal aircraft rugged bundle V3 in the amount of $5,299 for the Victoria County Fire Marshal's Office and take appropriate action. Could
Is
you
that thing
tell
a
me what we
V8?
just said?
Right?
What are we approving here?
Good morning again. So, little confusion. I've been here now for a little bit, so I can't use this excuse too much longer, but I didn't know I couldn't purchase something and not take delivery of it before we paid for it. This is a custom drone. It's got thermal imaging, takes measurements and stuff of property, helps us with scene sketches and everything. But because it's custom order, made to order, I had to give payment up front to receive the custom thing. So this is basically just asking y'all to approve the invoice, so that way we can get it built, I guess.
Okay. Is this something similar to what Victoria Fire has?
It is, yeah. So the only drone capability we have right now is reliant on the city. So this gives us the capability in-house. Our assistant fire marshal, Nathan Kelly, is a drone operator. So he will be doing all the flying and stuff for this one, so.
They want, it says once approved an email, via email or PO for an order, they'll begin the setup process. I mean, do they need approval that way, or they actually need the money?
Yeah,
It
so,
says here, it doesn't say payment.
yeah, it just says it needs to be approved so we can show them. So, because we just ordered it, and then they sent us an invoice and said, we'll start making it once we receive approval or payment. So I'm pretty sure it's payment that they're needing to receive.
Yeah, could you call and just check with them, because most companies will operate off of a PO, especially
Yeah.
for a government.
Yeah, all you need is a PO from a
The
government.
PO, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they're asking for, is the approval, so we can send them the
Right.
PO, the payment.
Yeah, they're
the
saying
purchase
email
order.
or a PO, either one. So, yeah, just follow up and find
Oh, yeah.
out. Sounds good to us.
Michelle, are we okay with that?
I guess I just need to be clear on what y'all are approving, because I think, you think they need payment, but I think the court's saying to see if we can just see a PO, send a PO, which is not payment, just authorize, their authorization for the purchase.
I'll verify, payment is what, the words that were used, that's what we were using. They said they need payment before the build, but, I'll verify if it's an actual authorized PO or if it's. the
It says in their notes and terms, it's a PO or an email
Okay.
authorized for an order.
On the invoice,
Just
you're
find
reading the
out.
invoice?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Work with Michelle on that and make sure that she's okay with the process of purchasing that.
Yes, sir.
We're okay with you buying it.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to run through her.
Oh,
Okay.
so Danny, can, just so that I'm clear, is it okay to pay for it before it's delivered?
That was what I was gonna mention, Michelle. Sometimes we have to go through that process where we pay for something if we know that it's a legitimate vendor.
Which it is. This is
where
a
we receive it,
well-known.
and that's why you have
Sure
to
they
work
are.
with Michelle. So I'm okay with it if the rest of you guys are.
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Any
Thank you.
opposed? Motion carries.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, Daniel, for future, just work with Michelle ahead of time, then she'll get with us and let us know.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Sure.
All right. Item 11 is to consider approval of the following in relation to CDBG MET GLO project number 24-065-186-F328 and take appropriate action. We have A, B, C, A through J. Grant Works Administration Contract, Resolution Number 2026-008, Resolution Number 2026-009. I'll read out what they are, I guess. Robin?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
talk a little bit about.
All right, so Resolution Number 2026-008 is to designate authorized signatories. Resolution 2026-009 is for the Citizen Participation Plan and Grievance Procedures. Resolution number 2026-010 for the Section 3 policy. Resolution 2026-011 for the excessive force policy. Resolution 2026-012 for the limited English proficiency LEP standards plan. Resolution 2026-013 for the Section 504 policy and grievance procedures. Resolution 2026-014 for the Code of Conduct policy. Resolution 2026-015 for the Fair Housing policy. And proclaim April as Fair Housing Month.
So, welcome to our next
Wow.
stage of MITMOD.
Okay.
So, this is where we are, as promised, right off the bat in the new year. So, all of these are things that we do these for all CDBG projects, whether they're with TDA or GLO. And so, these are just protections in case so everyone understands what their rights, what the rules are, and where to go for complaints, et cetera. So that's a very simple way of summarizing that. And these are the reasons, obviously, why we have consultants, all of these resolutions and our requirements and everything, our policies. We enlist the assistance of consultants for these larger grants because it is a lot to handle and make sure that you're in line with all of that and all the things that are required. So the first thing, item A, is the GrantWorks contract, which obviously will assist us in ensuring that we stay in line with all of the policies throughout the process. And so then all of the resolutions to follow are listed. And then this is a pass-through from HUD. And so they, during the month of April, Fair Housing Month, we do postings, et cetera. So you'll see those on our website, outside on the board downstairs, and things of that nature. And so for all of those letters, that's a pretty good summary. So, and this is what we need to, we're also working on scheduling a kickoff meeting
Okay.
with the GLO. I believe that will be taking place, I forget the date. It's been a minute since
Okay.
I was at work last week. So, but I can send, if you are interested in participating in that, that's fine. It's pretty standard. Usually what they do is go over all of these documents,
Okay.
which you already have. So, no requirements to do that. It's not going to be anything particular about your projects. We're not quite to that stage to move forward with the engineer for that next conversation, but I will let you know when we are.
Okay.
We're getting there.
As commissioners and as we turn all these projects in, what is our role in all this to help things move along? Is it going to be a little farther down the road where we help, or what do we
Sure.
need to do to help
So
things move along?
I will definitely let you know, our next, part that you'll participate in will
Okay.
be, us getting with the engineer and then, going over some questions on your projects as they begin to, and we're also gonna have to revisit your projects to ensure any emergency or pertinent work that was done prior, that we assist that. So that'll be the engineer conversation.
Okay.
That'll come next.
And you'll get up with us on that? I mean,
Yeah.
Yes, sir,
there's-
absolutely.
Awesome.
And they will begin the engineering portion of your projects.
But we have to accept these, and then that's the next,
We have to
Next
do the
step.
Startup, yes.
okay, got you.
So there's a whole nother stack of documents that goes with this that
I am not
I have
shocked.
dropped off to be signed
Okay.
that don't require court approval. So it's just,
It
please
is.
be patient with us as we ensure that we do what we're required to do to maintain compliance.
I understand. Thank you, ma'am.
Well, Robin, we sure appreciate everything you
Yeah.
did to help us with this. I mean, this is 2 years in the making, and
I know we were complaining a lot, but we do, just know, we knew you were always helping us.
It's
so.
understandable. It's part of the process, and unfortunately, I understand it much better because I've been doing it for a long time.
Got you.
So
Well, you were doing
I'm
your
not
part.
always happy
Yeah.
about it, but I understand it.
Yeah.
So,
Robin, on a timeline for things out for bid and all, where are we on that?
let me check. It's been a minute since we, got a
Do you see
estimate.
it done before June? No?
I take that as a no.
Okay.
I mean, it's a maybe. Let me check, on, with the engineers again.
Okay.
I think the last time we asked and we kind of evaluated the whole situation was a couple of months ago. So just to give you a more accurate answer, since start off the new year, right? Let me ask and get you
Okay.
a solid current estimate.
He's probably asking one of those questions because building roads in the wintertime isn't very favorable conditions.
Yeah.
Accurate. So, and we'll do, the best that we can to figure all of that out.
Okay.
Within our timeline. And we'll push where we can, just as we always do, we'll push where we can to get it where we need to be.
And
No
anything-
promises, but we'll definitely,
And whatever we can do to help, you just don't hesitate.
sounds great.
All right.
Move to approve A through J.
So these resolutions, do I need to read them out, Rob?
No, typically these, we do not read. For anyone that's interested in what's in there, in the specifics on all of the resolutions, they were, provided in the agenda packet. Because if you read them, we might be here until
Okay.
late this afternoon.
I'm gonna hand these to Heidi. They'll need your signature. Okay?
You're important.
I will read the proclamation, though.
Okay.
For the Fair Housing Month. Whereas Title VIII of the Civil Rights Act of 1968, as amended, prohibits discrimination in housing and declares it a national policy to provide within constitutional limits for fair housing in the United States. And whereas the principle of fair housing is not only national law and national policy, but a fundamental human concept and entitlement for all Americans. And whereas the National Fair Housing Law during the month of April provides an opportunity for all Americans to recognize that complete success in the goal of equal housing opportunity can only be accomplished with the help and cooperation of all Americans. Now, therefore, we, the Commissioners Court of Victoria County, do proclaim April as Fair Housing Month in Victoria County and do hereby urge all the citizens of this locality to become aware of and support the Fair Housing Law, passed and adopted by Commissioners Court of Victoria County, Texas, on this day, January 2026.
Perfect.
That will also need to be signed by you.
I'd also like to thank Representative Louderback for helping with us with some of this as well. Appreciate the phone calls.
Yep.
My pleasure.
Much
you.
appreciated. We already had a motion in a second.
We already got it.
Let's see, yes, we need a motion and a second.
No, we already have.
Got it?
Yeah.
I motion, Martin second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay, item 12 is to consider approval of juvenile detention and residential contracts with Uvalde County for the Victoria County Regional Juvenile Justice Center and take appropriate action.
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Got that one signed. Heidi, do you want me to hand these over to you or leave them in here? Just me? Okay. All right, item 13 is to consider approval of application for payment number 19 for Forney Construction LLC in the amount of $753,528.87 in connection to the Citizens Medical Center Intensive Care Unit additions and renovations project and take appropriate action.
Is anybody from the hospital here?
No.
You know, I think I've asked before, you know, it'd be nice to have an update when we sit here and approve $750,000 payment. It'd be nice to hear from somebody as far as status and thing. I think I've requested that before when they turn these in. I'm not saying we're not going to approve it or not vote for it, but I just feel like everybody else comes before court.
No,
To
you're
approve
right,
these.
Commissioner. You know, we get to hear it at their meetings, but we don't hear it here in public.
Exactly.
Right.
And I think the public needs to hear it.
Yep.
I'll make sure that
That's,
CEO is aware of that. Appreciate the comment.
Thank you, sir. I move for approval.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 14 is to consider approval of allocation of 2026 child safety fee revenues and take appropriate action. This is the one where we approved $1.50 for registering a vehicle in the county.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Move to approve.
Second.
got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item 15 is to consider approval of order number 2026-005 for the following 2026 Victoria County appropriations and take appropriate action. A, Gulf Bend Center. B, Midcoast Family Services. C, Victoria Economic Development Corporation. D, Victoria County Senior Citizens Center. E, Victoria Soil and Water Conservation. F, Volunteer Fire Departments.
Move to approve.
Second.
And I'm
A
going
through,
to-
move to through, A through F.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
second.
I'm going to read out the amounts, just so we have those on record.
Certainly.
Okay.
Gulf Bend Center, 50,000. Midcoast Services, 5,000. VEDC, 75,000. Victoria Senior Citizen Center, 24,000. Victoria Soil and Water Conservation, 1,500. Volunteer Fire Departments, 50,000.
And on the fire, isn't that 10 divided by 5,000 each, correct? For the volunteer fire departments?
I think they take that as needed. Is the fire marshal gone?
I think each gets,
These are 5,000 for
5,000
each
each.
department.
Yeah.
This is the,
and there's 10.
then we also have a separate line item in the fire
11?
marshal's department where they can ask for
Oh.
additional monies.
Okay.
Oh, well.
So in previous years, like she said, it was $5,000 for each volunteer fire department, but that's whenever we had 10 volunteer fire departments. So recently, we did move the Victoria County Fire Department as a true volunteer fire department, so now we do have 11. So with this, we did decide that we can do a budget amendment later on and then just move that over, and then we do have that assistance fund that we can also utilize in the future as well. So our office will work with the fire marshal's office to make sure that that budget amendment is performed, as well as the auditor's office.
Okay. Thank you
For that, Madison.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Move to approve. Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 16 is to consider approval of the mileage reimbursement rates beginning January 1st, 2026, and take appropriate actions. So the IRS has set the 2026 business standard mileage rate at 72.5 cents per mile, which is up 2.5 cents.
Move for approval.
Got a motion and a second?
No, we need a second.
Second.
No.
We're good now. I knew it was coming.
Slow down, Judge.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Item 17 is to consider approval of resolution number 2026-004, determining the general prevailing wage for the year 2026 and take appropriate action. All right, so to set the prevailing wage for rate, prevailing wage rate for 2026, the resolution reads as whereas Section 2258.002 of the Texas Government Code for a contract for public work awarded by a political subdivision of the state, the public body shall determine the general prevailing rate of per diem wages in the locality in which the public work is to be performed for each craft or type of work or worker needed to execute the contract, and the prevailing wage rate for legal, holiday, and overtime work. And whereas Section 2258.002 of the Texas Government Code, subsections 1 and 2, go on to state that the public body's opinions in fulfilling the statutory responsibility of determining prevailing wage rates as being: 1, is conducting a survey of the wages received by classes of workers employed on projects of a character similar to the work and contract work in the political subdivision of the state in which the public work is being performed. 2 is using the prevailing wage rates as determined by the United States Department of Labor in accordance with the Davis-Bacon Act, 40 U.S.C. Section 276 E.T. SEQ, and its subsequent amendments. Now therefore it be it resolved that the Commissioners Court of Victoria County, Texas hereby selects Section 2258.022, subsection 2 of the Texas Government Code as its option in determining the general prevailing rate of per diem wages in the locality in which the public work is to be performed for each craft or each type of worker needed to execute the contract, and the prevailing rate for legal, holiday, and overtime work as determined by the U.S. Department of Labor in accordance with the Davis-Bacon Act, and its subsequent amendments as can be found on the following website. For all construction and public works projects whose contracts are entered into by the County of Victoria in Texas for its 2026 fiscal year. Approved and adopted this day, January 2026.
Move for approval.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And here's,
Item 18 is to consider approval of order number 2026-006, authorizing debt services payments for the fiscal year of 2026 and take appropriate action.
Morning, Paige.
See
Good
page-
morning. Good morning, Judge Pro Tem, Commissioners.
Morning, ma'am.
In front of you, you'll have, actually, this is all the bonds that we have taken out, so this is our debt that we have. You'll find that it will have the dates that we make the payments, how much we pay in interest, and how much we pay in principal. It does have also the original amounts taken out and what is the current balance. So we look for you to approve this. We do this every year.
Thank
Yes, you
Paige.
do.
Yep.
This is a resolution, so on this day of January 2026, the Commissioners Court of Victoria County, Texas, being in regular session at a regular term, and said court the following members thereof being present. The following proceedings, among others, were held to wit, whereas there will be due and payable during the year 2026 from January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026, both inclusive, principal, and interest on the following bonds of Victoria County, Texas as follows. And they're listed on here with the amounts. Thank you, Paige. I'm going to pass this over for the guys to sign. I'll need a motion and a second.
Move for approval.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Did he oppose?
Did you oppose?
No, I said aye.
Yeah, he said anybody opposed, and you said aye.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm behind. I was finding something. Aye,
carries.
as I agree.
Okay, all right.
I didn't say nay. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sexton, Commissioner Sexton, we might have to have a talk after this.
Let's do it.
Consider approval, item 19, consider approval of resolution 2026-007, authorizing substitutions, withdrawals, and additions of pledged collateral for 2026 and take appropriate action. That'll be you again, Paige?
Yes, sir. What this one is actually to help with the bank, so we're not having to, every time we have a inflow or an exflow of money into the bank, We do not have to come before y'all and have this approved, so this blankets the full year also. And this makes sure the bank has enough collateral to cover all of the money in the bank. We do move money in and out of it regularly, so this just helps cover everything as it flows.
Thank you, Paige.
And again, this is something we do every year.
Move for approval.
Second.
So this will be another resolution. Authorizing administrative action on collateral pledge. Be it resolved that the county depository may have the right to substitute collateral pledged to the county through administrative action rather than resolution by the court when substitution is with like securities and amount. Withdrawal collateral pledge when collateral exceeds the amount specified in the depository contract, or add additional pledge collateral is if it's less than the amount specified in depository contracts, and that the court at its next regularly scheduled meeting ratify that action. So let it be further resolved that administrative action is by signature of the county judge or county commissioner at the county treasurer's office. Okay. Thank you, Paige.
All right, thank y'all.
Been approved,
Thank you,
so
Paige.
Move for approval.
Second.
got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 20. Is to consider authorization for the Victoria County Auditor to conduct the Chapter 59 asset forfeiture report required by Article 59 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure for all Victoria County law enforcement agencies upon their request and take appropriate action.
Want to just give us a little brief overview of what that is? Michelle?
This is just a report that's required every year, and each agency is actually responsible for doing their own report, but we're requesting that y'all appoint us. It allows us to audit them and work with the offices to help them do this report.
All right, sounds good. Move for approval.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 22 is to receive for the record, no, I missed it. I'm acting like Judge Zeller now. I'm acting like a real judge.
There you go.
All right. Consider approval of the following resolutions for donations and take appropriate action. A is 2026-01, valued at $800, from Donald Renfro for the installation of a pipe culvert at 124 Forest Street in Precinct 4, Victoria County. Resolution 2026-002, valued at $450, from Carroll Services LLC to repair road damage to Delagarza Road in Precinct 3. Resolution 2026-003, valued at $552.20, from Greg Woodring for the installation of a pipe culvert at 55 E. Grouse Street in Precinct 3.
Move for approval.
Motion and.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. Item 22 is to receive for the record the following letters of permission to enter private property for the purpose of improving drainage in Precinct 3 in Victoria County and take appropriate action. A is Jim Miori at 403 Warehouse Road, Victoria County, Texas. B, Kayla Brown at 13 Golden Eye Loop, Victoria County, Texas. C is South Texas Rentals at 463 Golden Eye Loop, Victoria County, Texas. And D, Mark Turner at 3802 Weber Road, Victoria County, Texas.
Move to receive.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 23 is to consider, I'm sorry. Pursuant to Texas Local Government Code, grant discretionary bid exemption for Victoria County purchases through a licensed auctioneer and take appropriate action. I don't have any information on it. Michelle, do you have any information on that?
No, I think
No?
there should be a resolution. I'm not sure.
There's nothing in here.
There's nothing there.
Heidi, do you have any comments on that? It's an annual resolution, okay. And so this is just, given,
It seems like it's something we'd have.
Yeah, it's just, it's, right. So if you buy
I'm
something
assuming
from
this
a
is-
licensed auctioneer, then we don't have to bid it. It's an exemption,
okay,
yes.
okay. All right. I'll need a motion on that.
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 24 is pursuant to Texas Local Government Code 262.024A 11, grant discretionary bid exemption for Victoria County vehicle and equipment repairs and take appropriate action. I'm assuming this is something that we do annually,
Yeah.
okay?
Move for approval.
Got a motion? Need a second?
Yeah, he seconded it.
Got a second from Commissioner Martin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 25, pursuant to Texas Local Government Code 262.024A 8 and D, grant food bid exemptions at intervals of 6 months for the Victoria County Sheriff's Office and take appropriate action. This is another annual.
Anything to add, Sheriff?
No, this is just something we do every year. We just granted did our last bid.
Okay.
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 26 is pursuant to Texas Local Government Code 263.152, authorize the sales of surplus and salvage property of Victoria County and Citizens Medical Center and take appropriate action.
Move for approval.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 27 is to consider approval of personnel changes and take appropriate action. I just need.
I don't know if we have
anything
any,
here.
do we?
We did in December.
I don't have any. Okay. So we don't need to approve it then, right?
Yeah, move for approval.
Well, we don't have anything to approve.
Really, there's nothing to approve.
No, so I think we
Excuse
just
me.
bypass.
But we
on it.
still get emailed them. Yeah, there's got to be.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
just go ahead and.
Yeah,
Need a-
move to
need a
approve.
motion.
Yeah,
In a second.
because we get them emailed to us now.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, ma'am. What's up?
There
Yes.
were none for now. Typically, the only personnel items that come through Commissioners Court are the ones that go over the budgeted amount. So we didn't have anything within that time frame. We just leave that as an item on the agenda just in case we get anything after it's actually filed.
Okay, so there will be no action taken.
No action.
Yes, sir,
All
that's
right.
correct.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Item 28 is to receive for the record discretionary fund budget amendments, if any, and take appropriate action. And
Don't
they
see any.
show any, so no action on that one either. All right. And 29,
All right, no closed session.
consider approval of 2026 budget amendments and take appropriate action. Again, We don't have any,
Nothing? We don't have anything.
no action taken.
All right.
And believe it or not, we will adjourn.
Look at there, you'll be ready at 11 o'clock yet.
Thank you, everyone, for attending. Again, Happy New Year.
I was pulled this up and was reading this.